Bunny C, another trucker. Man, just getting up. A few hours away from the crib. Out here in Indianapolis right now. You know what I'm saying? In my little parking spot that I found. Yeah, you know, I kind of been kind of pushing myself a little bit to find more parking off the beaten path. You know, is truck parking a real issue? And yeah, you know, initially, yeah, we know, you know, initially, yes, it is an issue. You know we have an issue with the truck parking. Is less parking, more trucks out here. Of course, we know that. But is it? I don't know, man. But like I say, man, I've been pushing myself a little bit more lately to find spots and parking spaces that's off the beaten path. And like I say, man, I'm in this little spot, man. I'm tucked off real low, man. It feel real good, man. I had found this spot a couple weeks ago, and trying to find something at the last minute, and came across this spot. You know, sometimes especially at night in a city, especially in major cities like Indianapolis, man, it'd be scary getting off the highway, having to go in the city to find certain spots. You know, if you use Trucker Path, you know, they got shit highlighted, different places, truck stops, you know what I'm saying? Places where you could just generally park at. But you got to look and really do your research when you're looking at off-brand type of places. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you got to get off the highway to go and find. You got to be real careful, because one wrong turn, you can end up in a fucked up situation. And the first time that I was trying to find this particular spot that I'm at right now, just the way I was coming up the road, and it's at night, I missed the turn in to turn into this place that I'm at, and I just ended up having to go down the road. You know what I'm saying? And it was a slim boulevard. It was no place for me to just make a turn or try to get a U-turn. It wasn't all the businesses was small, tight spaces. I had to basically keep going down the road, probably like 15, 20 minutes down the road, until I was able to find some place where I can weasel and maneuver my way and turn the truck around and come back. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you know, it get kind of scary trying to find parking and shit in off-brand places. But anyway, I ended up finding a spot, finding the right exit, and you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I found me a little tucked off spot. And the first time that I parked here, I was kind of parked out in the open a little bit. And when I woke up, it's a truck parked right next to me. Like, oh no. See, and it had an Amazon trailer on there. You know, now I can't or you know, can't nobody control where people park at, but you know, those of us who willing to go out the way to find parking off beaten path, I ain't gonna lie to you, get a little irritating when you feel like people blowing up your spot. And I felt like that truck wouldn't have been parked next to me if I wasn't out in the open. And the problem with people blowing up your spot, like I say, don't no spot belong to nobody, but you know, people know what I'm talking. The people, because you got people who gonna be moths to a flame. They only gonna go to what's off on the interstate, rest stops, truck stops. A lot of people ain't gonna never go out their way to try to find some place off-brand to park. But those of us who willing, who dare go off the beaten path, we feel some type of way when we go out our way and we find nice little spots. And people see us from a distance, like, oh, I'm finna go over there by him, and start blowing up the spot. You know, now one thing for people to blow up the spot, but it's another thing too. Because one thing that we know about truckers, you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely not me, may not be you, but we know it's a lot of trifling motherfuckers in the trucking industry. That's part of the reason too why we losing out on parking, because a lot of people don't want us parking on their shit, especially private property. And you really can't blame them. Shit, just look at some of these truck stops. The Pilots, the Flying J's, they some of the most, man, I'd have been to some of the most trifling, seen some of the most trifling shit at Pilots and Flying J's. Maybe not so much Loves, it seems like they keep their shit clean, they surrounding area, they perimeter clean, but like, I just noticed this shit a lot of like Flying J's and Pilots, the you know what I'm saying, like in the background, the surrounding perimeter area where the trees be at, man, it just be all type of garbage, piss, just all type of shit, man. Like, damn, why do we do this shit? Like, why can't we put our waste in the garbage? I don't understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? We are savages. Like I said, not me, maybe not you, but we know these people exist in our industry and they fuck shit up for the rest of us. So yeah, I get irritated when I find a little spot. You know, like that first time I parked where I'm at right now and I woke up and I see somebody next to me. Cause it's like, I'm worrying about, man, what you finna do? What you finna do? not only am I irritated because you came and parked next to me, but what you finna do? You finna throw piss bottles out? You finna throw a shit bag out in the parking lot and fuck shit up for the rest of us? Cause that shit is common. You got a lot of people out here like that, man. So is parking a real epidemic, or have us as truckers have the cutback on parking? Is a lot of that our own fault because of the way we carry ourselves when we be on these people's property? You know, at one point in time, I know Walmarts, a lot of Walmarts used to be trucker friendly. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of Walmarts don't even want us parking in their shit. You know what I'm saying? Or just different places with private property where it's open parking at, man. Because a lot of that shit, well, where it used to be open parking at, but a lot of that shit, man, a lot of people don't want us there, man, because truck drivers are fucking trifling. Somebody not too long ago was telling me about Buc-ee's. I think that's how you say it. You know, the big, that major travel stop. I know I be seeing one in, I see them in the South a lot. But somebody was asking me, telling me about it, you know, telling me, you know, you got some fire shit up in there. I'm like, I ain't know. He's like, you a truck, you drive trucks, you don't ever park up in there? I'm like, man, they don't allow truckers to park up in there. They asked him why. I told this person the same thing like I'm talking about right now to y'all, like, because we some trifling motherfuckers. You let truck, and I noticed too, when I be passing by them Buc-ee's, when you overlook the scenery and you look where the Buc-ee's is at, man, it look clean. The concrete still look like it was freshly laid. But you let truckers go over there, that shit gonna look totally different. And I don't blame them for not wanting us over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would love to be able to park over there and go up in there. But they don't want us over there. A lot of places don't want us around. And it's for good reason. And I know there's a lot of us, we be complaining about parking. Oh, we need parking, the parking problems and all this shit. Yeah, but to a huge degree, we cause this shit on ourselves. To a huge degree. People changing their oil, doing work on their trucks in parking lots, leaving oil spills everywhere and shit. We do this shit to ourselves. I remember I had pulled into the TA in Indianapolis off 65. It's like a couple weeks ago. I just pulled in there real quick, take a quick break. As I'm pulling in, I see where a truck was parked at. Got a whole like pile of fucking 7-Up bottles on the ground with piss in them. Like, damn, you couldn't have put that shit in the garbage can, fam? But this is common. So is it really a problem, or are we the ones that have caused these problems for ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Have we caused these problems to not have parking, to have our parking options shortened because of our trifling habits? So I don't know, man. Lately, I just been kind of like, here and now, I push myself to try to find little off-brand places to park at. You know what I'm saying? And this spot that I'm at right now, I like it. Like I say, the first time I parked here, I was out in the open so other trucks can see me. That's why that other truck had ended up right beside me. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. See, I ain't worried about, I really wasn't so much irritated that he was parked beside me that much. But I'd be worried about, okay, man, what is this, a trifling motherfucker? Is he finna be throwing out his waste, making all of us look bad so they can start putting signs up saying no truck parking right when I find me a little nice spot? So no, right now in the same spot, but I didn't tuck myself off in the cut. Like, you really, you know what I'm saying? Definitely at night, ain't nobody gonna be able to see me. You know what I'm saying? Over here where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So, So yeah, I've been going off the beaten path, and I'm finna start making that more of a habit. Like, now I go through West Virginia all the time. West Virginia is a scary place to be trying to go off ramp and be trying to find places. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be real strategic. I got my places, you know what I'm saying, when I'm taking my route that I park at, you know what I'm saying? But like, to go off just to go off an exit and try to find something in West Virginia, man, you gotta be careful, man. So, but another thing I noticed, man, like, a lot of us truckers, man, we like moths to a flame, man. Like, a lot of us, we only park at spots that's available to us right off the interstate, major truck stops, rest stops. And, as we all know, once you get after a certain time, man, these truck stops be filled up. Most of them. Most truck stops. And it be trucks piled on the top of each other. It just be crazy, man. So like, that shit, especially when you're responsible for your own equipment, man, like, you just start thinking different. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing against rookie drivers or inexperienced drivers, but drivers hit shit. And when you're responsible for your own equipment, you ain't got time for nobody hitting your shit. I'm real strategic how I park, where I park, why I'm parking there. If I drive through the night and I gotta park, I choose to park at a truck stop in the daytime to do my 10. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying, the parking is open. You can easily find parking. So I always strategically I nose in. I don't park the same way. I park the opposite way, with my nose facing the opposite way where everybody else is parking. And I find specific spots so that way when my 10 hours is up and it's time for me to go, I can bag up out that spot easily and go about my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm real strategic, or I have grown to be strategic about where and how I park. And I'm getting to the point now to where I think I'm finna just completely start finding off-brand places to park at. Now somebody might say, well, you better be careful, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch where you're parking at. Some places is dangerous, and yeah, that's true. That's true. But I say it like this: when you on the road and you especially like at night, and you look off, and you driving and you look off in the distance and you see like trucks parked by themselves in lone spots, I just put it like this, man. It's a reason why truckers feel comfortable to park in spots like that. It's a reason. And they gonna sleep good too. You know what I'm saying? If you catch what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. Just like where I'm at right now. Like, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no high class area, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing I ain't never been used to, so I know how to move. I know what the, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like this spot where I'm at, man. It's real low key, real tucked away, real tucked away. But like I think I was saying earlier, a lot of us as truckers, man, we like moths to a flame, man. We like by habit, we always gotta go. When we driving on the road, we don't never like give ourselves no time to do no real trip. A lot of us, I'm not saying all, but a lot of us, we don't really be trip planning. We just, when we figure it's time to park, we just trying to find whatever the next truck stop is. And I noticed that, man. And I'm not finna give away my spots either. Y'all gonna have to do y'all due diligence and find your own spots. But it's a spot in North Carolina. And when you get off the exit, it's a major truck stop. When you get off the exit, you come to a stop sign. And it's a major truck stop going one way. And it's a mom and pop stop going the other way. And at first, I always used to go to the major truck stop. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I would always be able to get there just the way the route that I was running at the time. This when I worked for Food Liner. The route that I was running at the time, I would always plan to be here at a certain time if I can get there. So I would always park here, fill up, park. But this truck stop was kind of small. So after a certain time, man, this shit'd be crazy filled up, just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And the old school cat that was familiar with that area, man, he told me about the mom and pop spot that was the other way. Small little, you know what I'm saying, truck stop, but this truck stop had a diner, or it has a diner. And he told me how fire the food was and the available truck parking. So I started going there. And I remember one time, even though I was going to the diner, I would still go, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll still go to the Pilot and fill up and then go park. And I would notice as the Pilot was getting filled up and overran and trucks parking crazy and shit like that, go around to where the diner is at, ain't nobody parked over there. Ain't nobody parked over there. Now, I used to park at this spot all the time when I worked for Food Liner. And even, it's been a while since I've been there, but even since I've been an owner-operator, I've taken this route a couple times. And guess what? It's still the same shit. Everybody keep going to their same major truck stop, piling up, don't even know nothing about the mom and pop spot. And that diner got some fire-ass food. That's one of the best kept secrets. Cause everybody they going to the brand. They see they going to the brand name. They ain't thinking about the mom and pop spot. About time this other brand name truck stop get filled up and it's overran with trucks and shit all crowded and shit. It's still plenty parking over here at the mom and pop spot. The mom and pop spot don't get filled up till like real late at night. And even then you might be able to find somebody coming in, might get lucky and find a spot. So that spot right there, it kind of made me realize, like, man, we as truckers, a lot of us, we don't really be getting creative with our parking. We all go to the same spots and pile on top of each other. Starting to realize that. So is trucking really a problem? Have we caused a problem in trucking? Not have we caused a problem with parking and trucking? Is it our fault? Could it possibly be some of our fault by the way that we behave and the mess and the trifliness that we leave behind? In a lot of these parking spaces that don't want us parking in they lots no more. I just, you know what I'm saying? I understand. I completely understand. Truckers pissing bottles. Sometimes we have to, even myself. I get, you know what I'm saying? Life can get savage out here, but it's like, damn, why do we got to be trifling with our shit? We can't find a garbage. We going to fuel stops every day. You can't throw your shit out when you get to the fuel aisle and put your shit in the garbage. As a professional driver should. Why is we throwing our shit out on the ground? That shit, it trips me out, fam. But what can you do about it? You can't do nothing about it. So that's my question. Like, we talk about the problem in trucking. Like, did we cause this shit? Because I'm pretty sure if majority of truckers weren't no trifling motherfuckers, I'm pretty sure we would have more welcoming places that would allow us to park if we knew how to conduct ourselves. Park and we leave, and we do not be leaving shit behind. But a lot of these trifling motherfuckers, when they park in these spots, they always leaving some type of drippings behind. Leaving your fucking piss bottles and your garbage and shit. Like, why? What? That shit, it trips me out. Me personally, yeah, we need more parking. We need more parking. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that we didn't minimized a lot of the parking options that we've had. Just due to some collectively, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying me, I'm not saying you, but we know some trifling motherfuckers in this industry. So that's why, like, I'm pushing, you know what I'm saying? Like I showed y'all before, I got this book. This book been sitting in my truck for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I just, certain shit, it's good to have shit like this. Really, it's good to make sure you keep a map, keep an atlas of your shit. Even if you don't use it, always have one in your truck. But you know what I'm saying? I got this, I showed this before. And I'm gonna start using this more. Like, really, I'm gonna start rescheduling my days to carve out time, because I don't really, the routes that I run, you know how it is. You get used to running certain places, like you trip playing in your head. You kind of know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really finna start sitting down with a flashlight, put on some reading glasses, right? I'm finna really start finding other places to park. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get to the point where I'm finna make truck stops my last option. It's finna be all off-brand shit for me, off in the cut. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. And being so tucked away that other drivers can't see me. That's just, hey. Because a lot of truckers do be fucking shit up for the rest of for everybody else in this industry. And it's like, we do a lot of complaining about this and that, but sometimes some of this shit is self-inflicted that I've come to realize. What the fuck can you say when everywhere you go is piss bottles everywhere? Piss jugs. Like, come on, fam. Put your shit in the garbage, dog. You ain't got no garbage bags in your truck? You don't know how when you pull up the fuel, we fueling every day. We going to a truck stop damn near every day. You can't have your garbage organized, so when you get out your truck, you put the shit in the garbage at the fuel aisle. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Yeah, I don't know. So is truck parking really a problem? Or is this a problem that we continue to create by minimizing our options? Or how we carry shit? I don't know, fam. But I'm out of here, man. Head on home, man. Bonnie EC, be easy.